Hello everybody. Today at Tanya Alexander of Karana University, we're going to explain you another code for the database. So we'll see some queries and the questions. So the next experiment is basic SQL. So for this, we're going to use the DML commands, DCL commands, and TCL commands. So the first question for this is insert the above values. Like above values, that means is these. So these are the values, so we have to insert all these values. So insert the above values into the corresponding tables. So for first, insert into student1 values ampersand student1, then all the column names should be added like this, and then when you're going to enter, so they'll ask you one by one. Like for example, enter the value for student number, then student name, then department, and then member number. Then like this, the first row will be created. This first row will be created, and then next is insert the record into the employee. Like for insert the above values into the corresponding tables. So they're asking for, like, simple is the query is insert into membership 1 values, and these are the values. Like this is the first column, second, third, and fourth column. So like this, the value will be inserted. Same is another row wise values you have to insert. Then the next query is insert the record into the employee using substitution method. Example like this. So for this, we have used this command, like insert into student1 values ampersand student1. Like these are the column names. So whatever the column you have in your table, you have to type all those, and then enter the value for student, then the value for student name, then department, and then member number. Same way you have to type all this, and then when you type slash, it will go to the this very same query, and it will execute like enter value for the student number. Like the next row will going to be inserted. Same way, enter all the values, and it will show like this. Select star. When you have to see all the values in the table, then you have to type the command like select star from student1, and it will show like this. So the next is write a query to display the records of each. Okay, so next is select star from table name. So for my table name is student1. Next is like this. Then when you insert all the values, so it will show like this. So for select star from book 1, so it will show like this. Then for book 2, and then same way when you will insert all the values, it will be like this. It will show all the values like this. And then next command, what it says is update the record from is record table is record equals to 169, modify fine amount to rupees 125. So for this, which command we have to use is like 1 minute. All these are inserting values. Yeah. So for this, what you have to do is, so for next query is write a query to, okay, this one we did. So next is update the record from is record table is number is this, and modify fine amount is this. So for this, we'll write the query is update is record set fine 125 where is number is 169. Okay, so next query is delete the record from order where is number is 168. So for this, the command is delete from is record where is number is 168. So it will be like this. So for next is undo the delete operation. So for this, like query is rollback, and then rollback completed. So it will undo the delete command. Now next is display the details of is record whose fine amount is greater than 100. So for this, the query is select star from is record where fine is greater than 100. So the output somewhat like this. The next is create a new user libman. So like this, create user, the username, whatever you need to give the number, and then identify password. So here the password which you want to give. Then after that, grant, insert, delete and update privileges to the lib users. For this, grant insert to on student to the username, and then after that revoke the privileges from the libmen user. So for this, the command query is revoke, insert, update, delete on this from the username, and then the next is write a query to implement the save point. So for this, the query is whatever. Now the next query is rename the is record to is record. So like this, query is alter table is record rename to is record. So the table will be altered. So the next is write a query to implement the save point, like this. So for this, the command is save point whatever the username is, then update is this, where is number is this, roll back to save point username, like this it will go. Now the second query is show the student name where their membership numbers. So for this, select student name mem number from students. So these all are the queries. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you understand.